St. Bonaventure men's basketball flex packs are now on sale. Choose a minimum of 3 games and a maximum of 10 Atlantic 10 conference games and receive 15% off single game pricing. A10 flex packs make a great gift and are on sale now at gobonnies.com/tickets or by calling 716-375-2500. Peary with it now out to James. James driving in, out to Reynolds. Sims back out to Reynolds. Reynolds looked for the 3, nothing there. She's going to try to drive in, chucks it up, and boy, oh boy, what a shot there by the Revolutionaries, Gavin Reynolds.
I'm almost speechless. That was great defense, but like I said, you just can't stop a shooter. There's another example of it there.
Lacey Drake gets a fadeaway 2 to go, and George Washington leads this one 53-50 with just over 2 minutes left in this contest.
Yeah, just a back and forth from 2 of the best in the A10.
Peary from 3, off the front of the rim. Pettinelli collects it.
Good hand up there by Aaliyah Parker.
Drake now with it, shoots it up, and first it's going to be an offensive foul on Gabby Robinson. She made her impact today on defense and giving up a careless foul there on the offensive half.
Yeah, now if George Washington puts up a point here, spell bad things for the St. Bonaventure team at home.
Jim Crowley viewed this game as a game where this team can show opponents how much they've improved over this winter.
I think win or lose, you have shown so much improvement to just be able to stick in this game, to keep the score as it is with such high scores on George Washington.
Reynolds shoots up a 3. Drake's going to let it go out of bounds. And a minute 30 here left. Bonnie's now with a chance to tie it up here. And this is crunch time for the Bonnies. They've played a lot of close games in their non-conference schedule. On the other side, the Revolutionaries, their last 3, like we talked about at the beginning of this game, they've won them by 10 or more, so maybe not used to, at least as of late, these tight, close games.
Right, this is a very good George Washington team, and the A10 itself is so strong. For St. Bonaventure to stick in this game, they would not have done that a few years ago.
Parker gets one to go. Finally able to find the back of the net. He's been such an impactful player today, and now showing it on the offensive half.
Yeah, the Revolutionaries opting to go with a bit of a smaller lineup here.
Under a minute to go, Revolutionaries lead by 1. Bonnie's looking for the ball, they get it. Bonnie's hit the ground, who comes up with it? It's gonna be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes the Bonnie's way, and boy, oh boy, maybe those fresh legs starting to help this Bonnie's team.
Yeah, 48 seconds to go. I was just gonna say, I'm surprised Jim Crowley has not called a timeout to set something up. And here it comes. I'm excited to see what he draws up here.
You gotta imagine the number 1 option is gonna be Lacey Drake here in this situation, but who knows, maybe you go for an improbable player who isn't somebody who's gonna be leading the offense as of the normal offense, but we'll see what he draws up here.
And I think you have the same mindset as Coach G. This one's going to Lacey Drake. How do we stop her? How do we shut her down?
The St. Bonaventure women's basketball team will remain home to host Richmond this Saturday at 3. Saturday is Youth Sports Day, and any child aged 12 and under who wears their youth sports jersey to the game will receive free admission. General pre-sale tickets are available now by visiting gobonnies.com/tickets or by texting or calling 716-375-2500. So as they break the huddle here, we'll see what Jim Crowley drew up for this team. Brianna Boyd into the game. It'll be Pettinelli here to trigger it in.
Again, just someone who sees the court so well.
Need to do something here. Triggered into Parker, handed off to Drake. Drake drives in on Lewis, fadeaway 2, no good. Goes for the rebound, nothing gives, and it's gonna be a timeout for the Revolutionaries. Give Coach G a chance to draw up a play of her own here, try to finish this one and seal it off.
Yeah.
Trying to make it 8 straight wins. This is a team in George Washington who's found a lot of success in their non-conference schedule. Obviously, 8 in a row is quite an impressive feat.
Yeah, but St. Bonaventure would love to finally return home, get a win, get a 1 in that win slot of the A10 record, and just win in front of the home fans that have shown out here in a pretty blizzarding situation outside. But
if George Washington is able to hold on to this one too and make it 8 in a row, it's the first time they've gone 8 straight since the 2015-2016 season, where they won the A10 championship at the end of the season.
Yeah, and who was the assistant coach?
Coach G.
Exactly.
So she is trying to bring these Revolutionaries back to the success that they've enjoyed in years prior. Looks like we'll get a stoppage in play. The clock was accidentally running on the play, so we're going to have the refs go over, check it out, reset the clock, and we'll see what Coach G decided to draw up here. Sims is the one to trigger it in, and probably looking for a good open shot. No need to press on a shot with the lead here.
Yeah, and now you're just letting the nerves grow and build, especially for both teams. It's like icing the kicker, you know?
Icing the kicker without using a timeout. Jim Crowley's got to love that result.
And now they're just sitting, waiting, and it does get fixed.
So once again, B. Sims to trigger it in here.
And now we've got to wait to see what Coach G has cooked up here on the George Washington sideline. That's what I'm most mad about.
And now the refs get together here. And it looks like they're going to move to review this one and make sure that they got the clock right here. And that is, in fact, what they're doing, going to make sure that they have the clock right. And, I mean, if you're both coaches, you got to love this right now, especially in a close game when every call gets called correctly.
You get some more time with your team as well, you know. Maybe they came out in a defensive formation that Coach G didn't like. She can kind of edit some things, tweak some things. Maybe, you know, Jim Crowley saying, I think I know what they're going to do. They're tweaking some things on defense themselves. Just gives them some more time. It's like an added timeout.
40.7 will be placed on the game clock with 28 on the shot clock.
40.7 to go. 2 timeouts for both teams.
And this one's going to be a tight one down the way, expecting both coaches to use those timeouts in the final 40 seconds of this contest. And for the Bonnies, you cannot foul here. You can't give them easy shots or easy shots in front of the net with free throws.
Yeah, and at what point do you foul if you're St. Bonaventure here?
Shot clock still on, 20 seconds on the shot clock. James now going to start up the offense with 14 on the clock. James guarded by Drake. James tries to go cross court to Pieri, gets it, she drives in, shoots it up off the rim. See who comes up with it. It's the Bonnies, and a timeout called. Bonnies get the rebound with 13 seconds left, down 1. And once again, Jim Crowley is going to have a chance to drop a play.
13 seconds exactly. You couldn't have scripted this one up any better.
Really a full timeout here for Jim Crowley with 13 seconds left. Look at the upcoming schedule here for the Bonnies. They stay at home to play Richmond Saturday, going on the road once again at Duquesne on Wednesday the 7th at 6 p.m. and Saturday at Rhode Island on the 10th at 1 p.m. All of those games on ESPN+. And now here's the Bonnies' chance to take the lead for good. 13 seconds. You got to imagine Jim Crowley's going to look for the last shot.
Yeah, and who do you think is getting the last shot, Gavin? I mean, if you're Jim Crowley, who do you let take this one?
It feels like you're going to go with the top scorer today, 21 points, Lacey Drake. But
feels like the obvious answer,
if that option isn't available there, you're going to have to go to another player, maybe someone like a Leah Parker or Elise McDonough on the outside.
Yeah.
Got to find a shot, got to find a good open shot here.
We'll see what Jim Crowley does. The winningest coach in St. Bonaventure history, looking to add another to his total.
Picked up his 400th win earlier this season, currently stands at 401. Would love to pick up the 402nd win. He talked about he ranks top 50 in wins in the women's college basketball.
And in all Division I basketball, he's top 50. That's unbelievable numbers.
Pettinelli triggers it in, gets it to Parker. Parker drives in. Nothing's there. Parker to Drake. 8 seconds on the clock. Can't get it. Pettinelli comes up with it. 5 on the clock. 4 on the clock. Pettinelli shoots it up. She hits it. She hits the 2 with 2.1 seconds to go. The Bonnies take a 54-53 lead. And we'll see. We'll get another look at it. Pettinelli, a fadeaway 2.
What a shot. And what a player. Just looking for that one all game. And I'm sure the sideline was coming off the bench. It was unbelievable. Jim Crowley had to hold them back because they were so excited. But now, 2 seconds to go. This game is not over. You could get it into the hands of Gabby Reynolds for the Revolutionaries. They could put up a quick shot, but man, Pettinelli, and if you're George Washington, you're just in disbelief. You played great defense all game, and it's come down to this.
The stop sign that we talked about at the beginning of the game has not been in much use. It's just been such a back and forth game. Neither team really able to get any sort of sustained run going since that first half.
Remember, Gavin, 60. 60 is that number. Holding them under 60. They've been 7-0. Can they make it 8-0? It's on the hands of someone in blue here.
Bonnies looking for their first win in A-10 play this season. They lead it once again 54-53. 2.1 seconds on the clock. It'll be Gabby Reynolds to trigger it inbound. A bit of an interesting decision here from the Revolutionaries, their top scorer, inbounding the basketball.
Maybe it's just another give and go.
Gets it into Theodorsson. Got to get something up. Poked away, and the Bonnies are going to keep it. The Bonnies come away with a hard-fought win, 54-53. What a play. My, oh my. What a back-and-forth game, and the Bonnies are able to hold on in the end.